Welcome to Disaster Party Podcast. As always, this is Rob Cedeno here with.
Oh, daddy, it's your boy Andy Vivians. That's Bivans, the one true whoa daddy. What up, bruh?
Oh, we this is just a weekly news roundup and weekly catch-up game, I guess, before our main topic podcast. I'm good though, man. I'm good. How are you? How was your week?
Good, man. Good. Um, Pretty much worked all week. Went out, celebrated the birthday this weekend. Got some good burgers. Had some
Nice.
fun. It
Nice.
was all- Yeah. What about you?
It's been a good week. Yeah, nothing too crazy. Um, Started the hunt for a rental property.
Ooh.
Yep. Started keeping my eye out for some things that I'm gonna purchase. Hopefully by June, July. Fingers
Okay.
crossed. I got my first dose of my COVID vaccine.
Oh, nice. Which one'd you
I'm
get?
I am halfway vaccinated, baby. I got Moderna.
Nice.
Yep.
Nice.
I honestly would have preferred Pfizer, but
Okay.
Moderna would have been my second choice. I would not. If they were like, hey, the only thing we have is Johnson, I'd be like, nah, I'll schedule for another day. Like,
I'll
nah,
take my chances.
yeah, nah.
Yeah,
But
all I hear is bad things about Johnson and Johnson.
yeah, like apparently in Colorado, they had to shut a whole vaccination site down because a bunch of people were getting allergic reactions and shit.
Bro, I heard they were shutting down multiple sites because of that.
Yeah,
A lot of people think it's because of storage and whatnot, but
yeah,
eh,
no.
I don't think so.
I mean, after I got it yesterday, and there's no symptoms. I'm literally. I mean, a lot of people have told me like the first shot is nothing, and it's just like I had to get a Tdap shot for when Banks was born,
Yeah,
and it's like the same thing. My arm is just sore.
I heard the second one will screw you up for 24 hours though.
Yeah, we'll see because I'm getting the second one on May 8th, and that's a Saturday.
Okay,
So
the
we
ninth you're
normally
gonna.
we normally record on Sundays if you guys don't know. So that will be interesting. I mean, maybe I'll just sleep all day and then be like, "Hey guys, what's
Hey,
what's up? I'm
hey.
dying, but
Yeah,
I'm fully
5 out of 6
vaccinated."
people I talked to about their second shot all said that they pretty much died for 24 hours, and then the next day were just like, "Hey guys, what's up? How are you? Da 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 da. I'm perfectly fine." And I'm like,
The
"All right,
we don't have a pod schedule for May 9th, a topic yet, so that's good. That's like one of the only weeks that we don't have a topic for the next like 3 months. So I mean that's kind of convenient. I guess we can
there
go with
you
the flow on
go,
that one. And
there
then
you go."
if anything, you could bring on someone else, and then they can cover for me that one week.
Ladies and gentlemen, Rob has died
I've
for
died.
the next 24 hours.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't like needles, but I got it. It wasn't too bad.
I don't blame you.
I fucking hate needles.
Understandable.
Yeah.
Understandable.
I hear you can't get the vaccine if you've had COVID in the last 90 days.
Yep. Yep. Well, you can't get the vaccine. Yeah, you can't. You have to wait 3 months to get it.
Yeah. Are you trying to get it or no? And I'm not going to
Uh,
judge if you say no, it's all good.
I originally I was like negative about it. Like I'm not getting that. That shit just came out like 2 months ago. They made it in a year,
Yeah.
and then I was debating it when they were offering it to us at work. And then at the end of the day, like the reason I wanted to get it because I thought like if you got it, then you couldn't get sick. So I'm like, great, like I can return back to everything and like not be worried. But that's not the case. Like you could still get sick, it just
It's
won't
just,
be as bad.
yeah. Well,
So
that's Pfizer. Moderna and Pfizer take away like 95% of the symptoms. So yeah, you
yeah,
might still get COVID, but
but it
you
won't
ain't going to
be.
be on your ass for 7 days.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I was like, all right. So then like I decided not to get it, and then I died like a week later. So like, so then I was still thinking about getting it, and I called up my doctor, and I'm like, hey, So, how long after you get COVID can you get your shot? They're like, yeah, 3 months. I was like, have a great day. See you later.
Well, you could still probably book it out that far if you
I
plan
don't
on
think
getting it.
so.
Oh, I don't
It's
know.
hard for people to book it now.
Dude, I literally was looking and looking and looking and looking and looking, and then it just like popped up, and I was like, book.
I'll take this.
Yeah, but yeah. All right.
Got it.
Well, anything else that
There you go.
exciting?
You're one step closer to getting back to baseball games.
Bro, I'm telling you, me and Mike, that he was on the top 10 video game ones.
Yeah.
We've already figured out because you're not like fully vaccinated until like 2 weeks after your second
Hmm.
dose. So we've already mapped out 2 weeks from the time I get my second dose. We're already finding out what games are home, what games could we actually go to. So basically, we're gonna probably buy the tickets before I get my second dose, so we have them already.
Okay.
But right now, Yankee Stadium or Yankees are not selling tickets for May yet. They're only selling tickets up to April 30th.
Oh wow.
So I think they're selling tickets like month to month, kind of depending on how good bad things are.
Yeah.
So I think as soon as May 1st comes on, we're buying those tickets. If they go on sale earlier, we're gonna buy those tickets. And we already have a couple dates in mind, so whatever we can get for a good ticket seat and a good price, we're going.
Do it. Do
I'm
it.
excited. I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm
It's good
excited.
to see fans back in arenas and stuff.
Yeah, our boy Anthony apparently was at the Mets game today. That got rained out, which sucks.
Oh.
It's like you wait a year and a half to go to a fucking baseball game. Then you get there, you get in your seats, and you're like, yes, normalcy. And they're like, yeah, nah, the game's canceled for the day. Come back another day.
That sucks.
I'm gonna be so pissed if that happens to me. I'm gonna be like, what was the
No,
point?
still play.
Yeah.
I mean, we're gonna talk about this tomorrow, but WrestleMania was almost the same way. People
Oh
waited
yeah.
so long to be able to go, they go, and then all of a sudden it starts raining and thundering.
Yep.
So,
That was definitely yeah. We'll talk about that one tomorrow. But
but
all
it's
right.
good to see people back.
Oh yeah, dude. Like I watched last night. Obviously, so for those who don't know, tomorrow we're actually going to record it on Monday. We are going to talk about WrestleMania week. We're going to talk about NXT Stand and Deliver Night 1, Night 2, WrestleMania 37 Night 1, Night 2. So right now, Night 2 is happening. So we're kind of watching it as we're recording. But it's just so nice to see fans. And last night you can actually hear them, and it actually made a difference. And the fact that like one of the wrestlers, again, I'll talk about this tomorrow, actually like gave high fives to the fans going down. I was like, man. And then like in the beginning, you saw like they were all tearing up on the stage and shit. I was like, damn, like that's cool.
You got to think like as a wrestler, like you live and breathe for like the people that come to see you perform. And
Yeah,
even though like you're still performing for them like on a digital scale, but like it's not the same when like they're there with you and you can feel their energy and you can feel their passion, like so different.
yeah, exactly. It's just like it's pretty wild. All right, so let's jump into the news,
All right.
cause so we can focus on this WrestleMania thing.
Do we get a little Bitcoin Rob?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Bitcoin drop.
Bit,
All right.
bit, bit.
All right. So there's not too much here. The Coinbase IPO is actually coming out on the 14th, and it's expected that the price is going to be over 300. And they're saying that when that gets released, it's going to actually be a very bullish sign for the crypto market. So a lot of people are expecting crypto to kind of explode when that comes out, because it's going to introduce a lot of people to crypto that don't really know crypto, because they're going to do research on the IPO and they're expecting it to do really well. So then more eyes on a stock going, why the hell is this stock going so well? And then, bada, bada, bada. Another thing that I've noticed been popping up everywhere is NFTs. Man,
Yep.
WWE has one. There's like
Yep.
artists and songwriters and singers and football players and basketball players and rappers and everyone that's doing these NXTs, and I'm like, holy shit! Like, Wow.
NFT is getting big.
Yeah. They're non-fungible tokens, is what you say. It's like basically, think about like the Mona Lisa painting. There's only one, so basically, just think about a digital version. Like there could be copies, but they'll never be the actual like the original. So if you want to say the Mona Lisa is 001, like the first copy, that's the most valuable one. Obviously, it's the main one, and everything else that's a copy of it is never good. Or it's not something that's not good, but it's never the original. Like think of it, Eiffel Tower.
Yeah.
The actual standing Eiffel Tower is worth way more than these little like figurines of Eiffel Tower, right?
Oh, 1,000%.
So when you think about it like that, so it's like a lot of these people are selling like like even Gary Vee. You see, Gary Vee is selling a NFT.
Yep.
So it's like some kind of he's selling some kind of like picture or something of him, but when you buy it, it's gonna come with like a bunch of stuff. So that's pretty much what they're doing. Is like you're getting this collectible photo, collectible like something like that, but then it comes with a lot of perks. So that's kind of how it's like. I know the WWE is doing one. You're getting like an Undertaker thing, but then you get to like go to certain shows. You get to do meet and greets and stuff like that. The Gary Vee thing is like you get to go to some of his like or any I think it said any of his like speaking things, and you get like front row seats and you get to go backstage.
Oh, that's dope.
But like the WWE one is starting at $10,000. So like these
Wow.
NFTs are cool, but they're not for like normal people.
Yeah.
They're just not. So it's like yeah, they're popping up everywhere, but it's like rich people trying to sell things to other rich people.
It's a great way to put it.
Yeah. So I mean that's really all you could maybe one day they'll lower the prices or there'll be more things that are NFTs that can be sold like that, but right now it's like not for us. Not for
Bad.
us. So as I always do, I'm just gonna keep a little update. Bitcoin did hit over 60,000 this week. It went pop back up. As of right now, the price is $59,986.35. So it's dancing very close, if not over 60,000. They're saying that like 62,000, if it hits, it's like takeoff time because it's been consolidating in price for about 3 weeks. It's been just like up down, but it hasn't like broke through a certain level. So they're saying once it gets past like 62, it should be lift off to like 75.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
And
okay with that.
Ethereum hit its all time high of 2200. They're saying that could hit 10K, so that's still on sale. Uh, Cardano is like hitting right underneath its all time high. They're saying that could be $8 by the end of the year. It's like $1.25 right now.
Oh, that'd be
Uh,
beautiful.
Polkadot hit its all time high, which was $42 was its all time high, but it hit 45, almost 46. And they're saying that could be like 300 by the end of the year. So again, do your research. This is not financial advice. It's just things I'm reading. So check it out. So Andy, take the reins.
Well, apparently the Disney park owner teased a real lightsaber. Are they trying to work on a real lightsaber?
A retractable real lightsaber.
I feel like that's both good and bad.
I feel like it's good if it's not like a real sword, but if it's like a beam of light that stays at a certain distance,
That'd be dope.
and then if you hit it to other lightsabers, it does kind of like act like a sword. But I don't really know how that would work. But yeah,
I
that'd be cool.
have no idea.
Yeah.
Um, and of course, Warner Brothers is ending the deal with HBO Max after their contract is up, and they're releasing movies back in theaters and no longer releasing it on HBO Max. Once again, Warner Brothers, you are fucking up.
Fucking up again, Warner
There's,
Brothers.
there's people who are gonna want to go out to the movies, and then there's people who are not going to feel comfortable going out to the movies. And I don't
You,
know.
you know, actually, I'm going to add something to this that I saw. Apparently, Netflix outbid Disney Plus for its Sony films, meaning
Oh,
like Spider-Man and Venom will be released on Netflix instead of Disney Plus.
ooh. Little Marvel breakup there.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I can't believe HBO let that one go again. Like that's what. Think about it. All the movies that like Kong versus Godzilla is Warner
Yep.
Brothers. Justice League is Warner Brothers.
Yep.
There's other stuff that like HBO that people are going to HBO to watch that are Warner Brothers. Like I think Tom and Jerry are Warner Brothers. That's a kids movie, but I'm sure people watched it.
Yeah.
Like yeah.
They're just losing out.
And right now I think HBO Max is like the fifth the top 5 of the streaming services.
Oh really? Oh,
And
HBO. Yeah.
yeah, and after this it's going down, obviously.
Well, they were saying that with the release of the Justice League Snyder Cut, that their signups and their streams hit an all time high. So once again, the fans are keep screaming for it. Like restore the Snyderverse, like, and then Warner Brothers is just like, nah, we don't want to do that, and we want to end our deal. Are you stupid?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah. All right.
speaking of Disney,
Yeah, hit it up.
they released their movie schedule. So Cruella looks like it's dropping May 28th.
Okay.
Lucia, it looks like it's dropping June 18th.
Well, the free version of Lucia.
Yeah.
It's currently on there, but it's $30.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well then, Black Widow's finally coming out July 9th.
And at that point, we will see if I was right about my scroll idea.
You might be. After the end of WandaVision, like, you might be.
At the end of some of those trailers, I might be too.
Jungle Cruise comes out July 30th. Free Guy comes out August 18th.
I'm excited for that one, Free Guy.
Free Guy.
Yeah.
And The Beatles Get Back comes out August 27th.
Okay. Okay.
Good little lineup there.
Did you see that Sylvester Stallone is not coming back for Creed 3?
That makes me sad on so many different levels, and here's why. I think they're going to do him like his wife in Creed 3.
Well, I read that your boy, oh my god, I always forget his name.
Jordan?
Yeah, I was about to say Killmonger.
Same thing.
Yeah. He said, because he's the director apparently,
Mm.
and he said that he wants to make this more focused on Creed, and that Rocky is obviously still a part of the storyline, but he wants this movie to be more Creed focused, and so by being more Creed focused, you can't have Rocky in it.
Gotcha. Maybe
Makes
they'll
sense.
mention him.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
might be a mention, but you don't need to see him.
I just don't want them to kill him off like they did his wife.
Well, they were saying that he might come back like later, but just yeah, right now it's not.
Because I remember he was promoting his movie in one of the arenas where they filmed all of the Rocky fights from.
Mm.
And, like, when he came in, it felt like he was giving, like, his final goodbye as Rocky, like, before Creed 2 came out. So, like, it was sad.
Yeah. Well, I think he actually, I think it was a combination to like, he doesn't want to do them anymore, on top of them moving on, kind of thing. I think it was pretty
Okay.
mutual, but you never know. You know, it's movies. He might go, I need a payday, and so.
Let's go.
So I don't know if you saw though, a bunch of movies got pushed back again, and most likely it's due to the whole COVID thing. But Top Gun, Mission Impossible 7, Dungeons and Dragons, the new Star Trek, Jackass, and a couple other movies got pushed back. Some of them got pushed back a couple of months. Some of them got pushed back a year. It really depends on the movie, but we didn't want to go through every single one of the new due dates, or not due dates, but release dates. Yeah, a lot of them got changed again.
There's a ton of them.
And that's Paramount. That's Paramount. So they could be pushing them out, or they could be like, changing the due dates because they have their new Paramount TV streaming service.
Bro, everything's streaming now.
I know. It's like,
Everything.
hey, I don't want to spend $90 for cable anymore, but on top of Netflix and Peacock and Hulu and and HBO Go and and ESPN and Paramount and and you're like, oh, okay, now I'm spending the same amount of money I was spending for cable.
Facts. Like at least the network and Peacock for merged together, so like I can utilize both of them. But still, like,
Yep.
come on.
Yep. All right, you go with this one. I see this one. This is a you thing.
So yes, so apparently the fans went to Twitter and they said restore the Snyderverse, and it was the most trending tweet from release the Snyderverse. Now you got make the Batfleck movie, which is now a trending tweet that's on Twitter because they want a Leto and Ben Affleck standalone Batman movie. I'm with it.
I'm with it. Yeah.
I'm with it. And that was the thing. Like, I think the release of the original Justice League and how bad it did, that's the reason why Batfleck didn't want to do it anymore. And he, like, stopped doing the solo movie
Yeah.
because of how it was. But now that you see the outpour of the Snyderverse, like, I think we might actually get that. And I'm excited for that.
I think that'd be pretty badass, honestly. I mean, what? We're still getting a Flash movie. We're getting another Aquaman movie. We're getting a
Yep.
Cyborg movie. I'm sure we're gonna get another Wonder Woman movie. Cavill signed on for 2 more Superman movies. So the only one that hasn't signed on for another movie yet is Mr. Affleck over there.
Oh, speaking of which, we didn't have this down, but I remember seeing it. There's a rumor going around that The Rock is going to be directing Man of Steel 2. I hear.
I didn't see that, but that's interesting.
I mean, he has been campaigning for the Snyderverse and fighting against Warner Brothers, and it's been stated like he's the only one that can actually make it happen. So I wouldn't mind.
I
I wouldn't mind that.
mean, yeah. I mean, could be fun.
I think with Black Adam, he's just trying to restore that universe because he wants a movie franchise. He wants a universe to like kind of like
I mean, he already,
build off of
technically
that.
though he already has a universe with Fast and Furious, but I guess he wants to just take over multiple universes.
True, true. I think, but this one, well, it depends on how they do it. But he might be creating this one instead of like joining an already built franchise.
But technically, the Snyderverse is already built.
Technically,
I mean, by the time he would get in, there would be what 2 Wonder Woman movies, Flash, Cyborg, 2 Superman movies, multiple Batman movies. If you want to count Justice League and a Batman vs Superman, Justice League. You want to count Harley Quinn, Suicide Squad, 1 and 2.
okay. Yeah,
So
you're
there's already like
right.
10 movies
You're right.
before he even gets there, which is actually more movies than it took for him to get into Fast and Furious.
Facts.
So yeah, we
Facts.
can get technical. I mean, I
Facts.
see what you're saying.
You right though.
He
You
wants to
right.
continue the universe,
Yes.
and he did improve the Fantastic Four universe,
Yep.
and then he got a spin-off from that, Hobbs and Shaw.
Which was good. Well,
Um,
in its own right.
yeah,
In
if
its own
you,
way.
we can always go into that, but I'll just say, for action purposes, yes. For common sense, actuality, is this real life? Is this any of this actually ever could be possible? Yeah, it's a no.
That's a no.
And it's weird. Sometimes I go into movies and I'm like, okay, I'll just roll with it, right?
It's a movie, right?
It's a movie. Yeah, of course it's far fetched. Oh, of course, like the good guy's gonna win, and some random ass thing of pure luck is gonna happen, and I just roll with it. And then other movies, I'm like, no, that's not realistic. There's no fucking way. Like, there's
This
no fucking way that
motherfucker
would
hooked
happen.
a chain around a helicopter,
On the
pulled the
first
fucking
throw.
helicopter in.
On the first
On
throw.
the first throw, hooked it, pulled it in with his own muscles.
Yeah, yeah. Those scenes, I was like, this is a little bit much. But I'll stop with that. All right, let's
See
get
what
into a
that
little bit of sports and wrestling. More on
do it.
the. I guess we can go to the sports real quick. Yankees traded for Odor, I believe his name is Odor. He was on the Texas Rangers. He was a second baseman. They put him on waivers. The Yankees scooped him up. The Yankees scooped him up, and the Rangers are paying his salary because he's a pretty expensive player that pretty much has sucked lately. But he played today and actually got one of the game-winning hits. So
Uh-oh.
hopefully he makes a little bit of adjustment with the Yankees. So let's go into last night during WrestleMania. This is not going to spoil anything about WrestleMania. They announced WWE 2K22 with a commercial with Rey Mysterio. Here's my opinion on this. 2K20 was so bad, okay, guys? 2K20 was so bad, the studio decided to skip 2K21. They skipped an entire year of the video game franchise because WWE 2K20 was so bad.
See, here's my take on that, though, which is why I think video games have been so horrible in the last 2 years. I blame it on COVID. I don't think they had enough staff to be able to finish the game properly.
They never
And
started 2K21.
no, that's
Oh,
the reason
2K20.
because 2K20 was so horrible with glitches. The only game that was worse than 2K20, I think, was Cyberpunk, and Cyberpunk actually gave refunds, which is still blowing my mind today. But 2K22, the graphics on that are insane. Did you see that?
Yeah. All right. Just to give you a little context on when WWE 2K20 came out. So this might fight your theory there, okay?
Okay.
When do you think 2K20 came out?
If I had to guess, probably October to November of 2019.
Yes. Actually, it did. It came out October 22nd, 2019. If you want to be technical, that game was released before COVID. And then they had
Okay,
November,
technically.
December, January, February, March. They had 5 months after the release to fix up any bugs, shitty shit, and the other shit.
Glitch shit.
And they didn't do any of that. So you can blame COVID for a lot of things, but you can't blame it. You
but
cannot put COVID's blame on this game. No,
but
you
was COVID
cannot.
in that part of the area? Because technically,
No,
others were
no,
seeing it worse than
no,
we were. We didn't see it bad
no. What
until.
do you mean? This is it's an American-based company.
Okay, fair.
I'm pretty sure 2K is an
Right?
American-based company.
we're we're gonna have to look for that. You could be right though. That game was horrible.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. 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 Anyways. Yeah, it's in California. It's in
Oh,
California. All
okay.
right.
Fair
All
enough.
right.
Listen, I tried to help you guys,
All
2K. I tried to help.
No,
I
you try to
tried.
put the blame on COVID like everyone
Yeah,
else does.
because COVID fucks everything up.
Yeah, fuck
Everything.
it. Fuck
Like my
it.
travel to Miami.
Well, I got a shot, so I'm gonna be good soon.
Facts.
Dude, I'm so excited. I'm just so excited to get back to normal. All right, so another thing in the wrestling landscape is Chris Jericho of AEW, is going to be on Stone Cold's podcast, which is aired and released on either the WWE Network and or Peacock. How? Why? What the fuck?
Video package was awesome.
It was.
Um, why? Because why not? Uh, Everything in wrestling today is pretty much like all companies are starting to work with each other. Granted, not saying that they're necessarily working with each other, but they're also, I guess, not in like it's not like the Monday Night Wars, WCW, Monday Nitro, and Raw's War. It's not like a battle like that, and you can kind of tell that. in this one, where they're kind of doing their own thing. There's not one shot against the other. So maybe it's the first of like opening a door. Maybe.
Well, what
Possibly.
I've read, and this is I could be wrong or whatever, but I've read that apparently Stone Cold went to Vince and was like, "Yo, I want to do this. Is this okay?" And Vince was like, "Yeah."
That's dope.
So I don't know if it's going to open the doors for future AEW interviews, unless they are like legends in WWE. So maybe like a Goldust or a
Billy
Sting,
Gunn.
maybe, you know.
Yeah.
But if you want to say like Kenny Omega or any other like AEW actual stars, Young Bucks or anything, I don't necessarily think that's gonna happen. But I'm curious on how much he actually talks about AEW and the departure from WWE and New Japan, because you gotta remember he went to New Japan for a while.
It's got to be a thing. I mean,
Yeah,
that's everything you read, even in his books. He's always like, there was no heat. It was all just business. It was all
yeah,
love.
and he's pretty like he probably wouldn't have agreed to do it if he had to censor himself.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
I'm excited to see it. I love seeing his interviews.
me too.
So the Orton one was great.
I haven't seen it, but I heard great things.
So great. I loved it.
All right, so before we start plugging next week's, or not even next week, oh my god, tomorrow's episode, um,
Tomorrow.
I have some questions for you.
All right. I have
The
some answers for
the
you.
normal weekly questions.
Weekly, 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 weekly. Um,
The Office.
no.
Come on! I watched 4 episodes today.
I've been lost this week. It's good.
Yeah,
We back on a
we were both
back
pretty
on a good
lost this
path.
week. All right,
Yeah.
all right. So I'm gonna assume the next two are no's too, but I'm gonna ask them anyway. Any more uh progress on your passport?
No.
Okay. Have you seen Falcon and Winter
Oh.
Soldier episode 4?
So episode 4?
Yeah.
No. I'm halfway through episode 2.
Okay. So remember last week I said episode 3 was the best episode so far?
Yes.
Episode 4 is now the best
Okay.
episode so far.
Okay. Well, episode 2's got me laughing. So
Oh, it gets much more serious in the next two, so
he's a
especially
wizard.
especially episode 4.
Okay. All right.
Shit
I'll
gets
watch it
fucked
this
up
week.
in episode 4.
I'll watch it this week. Well, I think I saw the new reveal and it pissed me off. So I think that's probably subconsciously. I won't speak on it yet. I won't speak on it just yet.
Yeah.
But I'm saying subconsciously, that's probably why.
All right. So let's go into it. So, WrestleMania week, this is what we're going to be talking about in tomorrow's episode. We have not recorded this episode yet, so if you have any feedback on anything that you saw between Monday Night Raw and WrestleMania Night 2, please give us feedback on, any on our social media platforms on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, You Don't Stop, YouTube, all of the above. Give us, if you have anything that you liked, disliked, put it on there. So we are going to mainly touch on NXT Stand and Deliver Night 1, Night 2, WrestleMania Night 1, Night 2.
I'm excited. They were both great shows. Well,
Night
night
1
two's
and
not over yet, but
yeah.
I'm excited.
Have you watched everything so far?
I didn't see NXT Night 2 yet. I'm gonna watch that tomorrow.
Okay, because honestly, I have not seen NXT Night 2 yet either.
Okay, I saw Night 1 though. Night 1 was great.
Oh, dude, night 1 was
Night Night 1 of Mania, I thought was great. There's a lot of entertaining spots and a lot of I think a match that stole the show.
WrestleMania Night 1?
Yeah,
Oh yeah. Yep.
yeah.
There was some history made on WrestleMania Night 1.
We'll speak on that.
Yes. All right, guys. So, unless you have anything else you want to add to the excitement for tomorrow, Andy,
Nope.
we could
They just
plug
gotta
out.
wait till tomorrow.
All right. Wait till tomorrow. Wait till you hear of our opinions from someone who watches wrestling to someone who wrestles. You'll get two different opinions. Will we agree on everything?
Probably not.
Probably not.
More than likely not.
Will I be more critical?
Probably.
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 Will I make fun of people slipping down ramps? Probably.
Yeah, they recovered though.
They did for a hot second.
Recovered great.
They did for a hot second. All right, guys, as always, remember to like, share, follow, rate, review, and subscribe to all of our social media platforms. That is Disaster Party Pod on everything. My name is Rob Cedeno, as always, or you could follow me on all of the social media platforms at Rob Cedeno. And for this guy over here,
Andy Vivians. You can follow me on all social media platforms. ANDDBIVIANS. You'll find me everywhere. Of course, as always, I am the one true Wo Daddy. Can't wait for tomorrow. Let's do it.
thanks again, guys. Bye. Bye.